Okay, well, I'm not sure when you guys are watching this video, but Apple has finally wrapped up their October event, which, of course, they presented the iPhone 12. And that's 4 models of the iPhone 12 for you. And as well as Apple did cover a couple of other products which complement the new iPhones. So not sure when you're seeing this, if you're seeing this right after the event just took place. So it took place on October 13th. Or if you're watching this afterwards, but I want to give you guys sort of a short, brief recap of what happened in the event, what I think about it, and what to do beyond here, what goes on. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification so you're notified when all new videos come out. And don't forget, give the video a thumbs up so YouTube knows these are the kind of videos you like to watch. So to wrap it up, Apple went ahead and announced their last event, which was in September, which covered the Apple Watch and the iPads. And then they shot right back into this event. So in other words, Apple is basically splitting the events up. They had an Apple Watch event with the iPads. This is the iPhone event with the new HomePods. And probably the next event in November will cover the Macs and everything else beyond that. So to start off with, they didn't go directly into the iPhone. For this event, they jumped right into the HomePod Mini. And the reason they did is because the HomePods were never a good seller. They were always, they didn't sell too well. They were good speakers, but they didn't sell well. So what they did was they revamped the new HomePods and made them sort of mini in their way of competing sort of with Google, where now Siri becomes your smart assistant at home. So it's all based on home automation. So in other words, the HomePod Mini will now work, of course, with all your devices, with Siri, and does more than just play music. So instead of having multiple HomePods that you can play music, you can now use it like a home assistant. And I thought for $99, that was pretty good. Because at $99, you can basically get 2 for $200, which is almost the same price as getting a pair of AirPods or the old HomePod. And I think that's a good price point that Apple made on that. Now, of course, they're going to be on pre-order. And of course, you won't get it till November. But I think the HomePod Minis are a good addition to all your other Apple products, your iPhones, your Apple Watches, and your home automations. And I think that's something that I think people will actually like and buy. And I actually thought it looked pretty neat. So now we jump into the iPhone. Now we've had tons and tons of leaks, tons and tons of rumors on the iPhone 12. And of course, majority of those leaks were all true. Majority of those leaks did come true. So basically we have 2 lower end models, iPhone 12s and iPhone 12 mini. We have 2 upper level models, the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, Apple is sort of staggering this iPhones as far as when they're available. Now you can get the iPhone 12 and the iPhone, let's say, I think it's 12 Pro, somewhere on there. Don't quote me if it's wrong. But there's 2 that will be available in October, with pre-orders on October 16th, be available the following Friday. Then the other Pro and Pro Max models don't have pre-orders until November 6th, and they're available the week after that, which I believe is November 13th. So they're kind of staggering the 2. And I think the reason is because the Pro models and the Pro Max models have a little more sensors, a little more things that they got to work on. Now the iPhone 12 in general, all 4 models, will be able to tap into the 5G network. Meaning if your area does not have 5G, it'll still bump down to LTE or 4G, depending on what every area is. But Apple did focus though on Verizon, and Verizon's huge 5G nationwide network and all that. So apparently Verizon has some deal now with Apple, which I don't have Verizon, I have AT&T. And I've known for a long time that AT&T has a huge 5G network. So, and knowing that Verizon bumps off a lot of AT&T towers and networks, I have a feeling it'll be AT&T and Verizon that will be the huge 5G network that these iPhone 12s will work on. Now, 5G is not all the super hype that everyone says because it's difficult to get the bands, especially within 2020. That's not to say that if you hold on to the phone through 2021, you're not going to experience a much higher 5G speeds. And that I think is the key. When Apple brings it out as 5G, all the networks and all the towers are going to start getting these updates and upgrades, and you're going to see 5G a lot more. Now, Apple did not mention, but I did see this in their comparison, the iPhone 12s will support Wi-Fi 6. Not that Wi-Fi 6 is going to be available for home yet, at least I haven't seen it. But if you go someplace that has Wi-Fi 6, your phone will connect to Wi-Fi 6 and you'll be able to use those faster Wi-Fi speeds. Now, of course, speed is the key of these phones. So 5G, Wi-Fi 6, those are going to be the key features. But Apple did upgrade the phones with a new magnetic MagSafe, which is basically similar to the Apple Watch. So your chargers can be magnetically fixed, so better charging. It'll still work with your original Q chargers or QI chargers, so you'll still get fast charging. Then they upgraded the body, so it's a little tougher, a little stronger, thicker, sort of looking like the iPhone 4s did. The screen being a lot stronger, according to them, which of course, you know, idiot people online are going to try to break the screen as usual. I don't know why, but it is a much stronger screen and it is a much stronger body. They have the LiDAR sensor on the back of the cameras. That bumps up the cameras from the iPhone 11s. So you're going to get much sharper cameras, sharper pictures and videos, and it's going to make your photography a lot better. Beyond anything else that Apple mentioned, there's going to be a lot more features in the iPhone 12s and 12 Pros that we're going to have to find out as we get our hands on them. Because, of course, Apple only picks out certain points that they can discuss. Otherwise, it'd be forever, these keynotes. And this keynote only lasted an hour, just like the Apple Watch. So most people are going to tell you, no, it's not a significant update. No, they only added this, they only added that. But that's only looking at the surface of what Apple told you. So I already put in my favorites, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So when I get it in November, I'll go ahead and show you guys beyond what Apple's told you in this keynote. Because I can tell you right now, there's always going to be new things and new hardware features and new things in the software that Apple will not mention that is going to be available, which will make it much better than the iPhone 11s and 11 Pro Maxes. So that I can assure you on that. So basically my thoughts are this. The HomePod Mini, definitely an upgrade, definitely worth it price-wise and everything. The iPhone 12, now if you want a lower model that still has most of the features and all that, the 12 and 12 Mini are great. Even the 12 Pro if you want a smaller model. The 12 Pro Max, the 6.7, it has the LiDAR the same as the 12 Pro, so you're getting pretty much the same thing on both. But if you want that bigger screen, you want that larger, let's say, cameras and pixels and all that, the 12 Pro Max is a good one to go with as well. So anything in the 12 Pro line, I think at this point is good. The lower end phones, even though they keep them on there, I wouldn't recommend at this point. Because we're looking at iOS 14.1 and iOS 14.2, which is currently in betas. So I would stick with an 11 if you really want to stay cheap, or go with the 12, 12 Mini, 12 Pro, or 12 Pro Max. So overall, it was a pretty good event. Nothing exciting, nothing wow factors or anything, of course, but we haven't seen that in a while. But that doesn't matter. We've got some good devices. There are good things out there. The 12s look good. The 12s are a good upgrade. And definitely the HomePod Minis, I think, are going to make our accessories for our homes very well. So that is my recap of iPhone 12 and Apple's October event. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you learned something. Sorry for my little crackly voice here. But if you got any questions on that, or you're going to do your pre-orders and all that, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you get more videos as they come out. And like I said, I'm not going to get mine until November. So from here on out, I'll basically get all the information on what people are getting with the 12s in October and then whatever else Apple comes up with. So I will come back with more videos, and I thank you for watching this, and let's see what happens because we got one more event coming up in November.